Did you know that 1200 calorie diets are over 100 years old? Welcome to part 2 of the history of dieting, where I talk about the different types of crazy diets that have popped up over the years and why they just don't work. A woman named Lulu Hunt Peters, who was a medical doctor, was the first person to put forth the idea that in order to lose weight, you needed to restrict your calorie intake. She had personally struggled with losing weight her entire life and at one point weighed over 200 pounds. Under her system, a person of her height could eat whatever they want as long as they stayed under 1200 calories. However, she did caution against eating candy because she thought that women would binge on it. There doesn't appear to be any real rhyme or reason why she chose 1200 calories other than the fact that it worked for her. So she's also one of the first person to ever say, "But it worked for me, bro." She was the first person to popularize the idea of counting calories in order to lose weight. In 1918, her book, Diet and Health with Key to Calories, sold over 2 million copies. And it was promoted towards women that wanted to jump on the thin is in trend. It was also the first weight loss book to become a bestseller, and it remained that way for several years. But here's the thing, 100 years ago, women were on average 1 inch shorter than they are today. Not only that, but we've learned a tremendous amount in nutritional sciences in the last 100 years. She did have some good ideas in the book, such as promoting a balanced diet full of protein, carbs, and fats. And she also talked about how it's practically impossible to lose weight via exercise alone, which is very true. She encouraged exercising for overall health and recommended you exercise for 15 minutes every day. She also talked about the importance of drinking water and how most people are walking around dehydrated every day. She was probably one of the first people to ever say, "Hydrate or dihydrate, bro." In her book, she explained the concept of a calorie being a scientific unit of measurement of energy available from food. The concept of a calorie was so new that she actually had to include the pronunciation in the book. She also explains the concept of food intake versus energy output, as you can see with this beautiful illustration here. In the book, she also includes a bunch of suggested exercises as seen here. Now, she also recommended that women organize Watch Your Weight anti-Kaiser classes. This was to help you reach your goal weight and maintain it. This is the same concept that popular fad diet Weight Watchers is based off of. Members of this class would meet once a week. Now, if the members did not lose that 1 pound that week, they were fined, with the proceeds being donated to the Red Cross. Now, according to Peters, dieting meant being beautiful and being in control. Being thin was an issue of self-esteem, and she let her readers know the shame in being fat. She also saw dieting as having moral dimension. So if you did not have control over your weight, you were morally suspect. She explains her concepts with the ideas of sin, punishment, and redemption. So now, the age-old question, did the 1200 calorie diet work for her? Well, no, it didn't. In a new version of the book published 3 years later, she talks about how she was working overseas for a couple of years. And she was really excited because she was going to be working really hard, so that meant she didn't need to watch her calories. She didn't have to diet. She didn't have to watch her weight because she knew she'd be okay. Well, guess what? She saw herself in a mirror, and she was absolutely disgusted with what she had seen. She asked somebody if this is what she really looked like. And they said, "Yeah, you're looking a little plump." Because she had learned nothing about moderation and only restriction. Follow me to learn more about the history of fad diets.